So we're going to my last little tool cart box here. I bought this just for the fact that I had a few specialty tools and they didn't really fit in the toolbox well. And the way this box was set up, so I had a fairly large area in the bottom, allow me to store all those types of tools. And so basically I wanted a way I could put those tools away and have them locked up while I wasn't there. For a couple of shops I was at, I didn't trust the guys I was working with, so I kind of wanted to keep things locked up. But as I bought it, I was hoping to be a little bit bigger, but it's a little smaller. I think that's kind of why they were so prevalent on Craigslist and why I picked this one up so cheap. But I found for secondary storage, I actually quite enjoy it. I found these little holders are a great way to get rid of all your pliers. So I've got more pliers than spots for it, but I got rid of a majority of them for me. So I have a kind of a variety of tools stashed in here. I have a lockout kit, hood prop, ball joint separator, hacksaw blades, punches and alignment tools. Right here is a tray out of my original Craftsman set, and it came with all kinds of oddball stuff, and I've been found it to this day invaluable. I don't like using 12 point for much, but there's a few applications where you need a 12 point, and it saved my bacon. And they did some oddball sizes, like I get a 3/8 and a 22 mil, which has been handy. In here I keep an extra set of wrenches for when I was working in the field, and I like these kind of trays for just or pouches for holding wrenches, especially when you're working out in the field. It's a nice way to keep your wrenches organized and makes them easy to find. And this was another little kind of handy tool, a little wrench extender, and you just take your wrench and it slide in like that, and give you a little extra leverage. So I find when you're trying to adjust a tie rod, that was very handy. It gives you a lot more extra strength, and if you need it even more, had a couple pipes that fit nicely. Actually, this pipe right here fits nicely on the end of it and gave me all the leverage I would ever need. Sitting here is just a set of metric impact sockets, 3/8 and 1/2 inch. Fuel pressure kit, Volkswagen TDI timing belt kit for the diesels. So I've got both the 2 liter and the 1.9. Metric thread restorer. That's actually quite a nice little kit for fixing, restoring threads. Down there is just a tap and die set. Assortment of drill bits. Another assortment of some more drill bits. In here is my die grinder. And this is a pickle fork kit. Set of standard wrenches. Axle nut, nuts. Coolant system pressure tester, and then I've got some bunch of adapters for it. Here's a rear brake caliper kit. And I think this is just that was my case for my air hammer, but I've moved it up front. And then that's just a heat gun. But I just, I liked this toolbox for the extra space it gave me for holding all that stuff. And this drawer is a bunch of specialty tools, stuff I don't use every day but have to do certain jobs. Oil filter sockets, and then drain plugs on Volkswagen transmission drain plugs, and then just a race pounder, camber setup tool inside this box, set of extra big tweezers, and here's just a bunch of adapters for tie rod, for inner tie rod tool, along with some radiator adapters for the funnel kit. This is for my pressure tester kit, coolant pressure test kit, and just a few miscellaneous pullers, filter strap, and another alignment tool down there, a timing belt tool, and seal puller, strut tools, and some coilover tools. Just kind of miscellaneous specialty tools. And up here is my old torque set. Used to really like these, but I found I was twisting the handles off of the shanks. I've had several of them warranted for that, so as I got a little bit more money, I upgraded to the snap-on. And then here's just some interior trim tools, and then some more pliers kind of left over, and some pry bars and screwdrivers and whatnot. So in the top I have some cabinet screwdrivers. So I don't use those a lot, but when you have a use for them, they definitely are handy. And then this in my green snap-on pry bars and a miscellaneous pry bar. Up here I keep my my electric or battery operated tools along with my air tools, but right now I don't have my compressor hooked up, so I'm not using my air tools. And then just a good place to store extra keys and miscellaneous things and whatnot. I guess the rest of my Mac screwdrivers, and then leftover screwdrivers over there. But that concludes basically what I use for my tools. Some of the stuff is duplicated, but I was running two sets of tools, one for home and one for work, but now I've brought it all home, and I just got a clutch and main engine seal to do in the Mini there, and then I've got another clutch in the GTI. But that's kind of a quick overview. The shop's a bit of a mess. I was adding some miscellaneous parts, so the bench has been taken over, but that's kind of what I use for my bench. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, comment, and I will try and answer them for you.